All right, best thing you can possibly do if you want to become alkaline is wheatgrass. Wheatgrass, one shot, 1 4-ounce shot of, or just one 1-ounce shot of wheatgrass literally alkalizes your body for the day. Now, if you're like my wife, or like Gloria, or like Cindy, I'm sure you guys have wheatgrass more than once a day. But you can look at certain body types of people who eat wheatgrass and a lot of these living foods, and they have a certain body type. Then you look at people who have a lot of processed foods and a lot of fried foods, and they have a certain body type. So, you know, if you're trying to match where you want to be, and not everybody wants to be Mr. or Mrs. Olympia, and not a lot of people want to be Jabba the Hutt. So what you want to find is that range, you know, where do you want to get to? And the easiest way to do this is to raise your standards. Raise your standards, and you'll be amazed how quickly change happens. Now, if you're having a hard time raising your standards, you need to find new friends. I can tell you what your standards are, your income, and where you're going by the 5 closest people around you in your life. And I'm not saying don't be friendly with them. But if you're around a group of people who are supporting not the habits that you want to have, but it's just a connection that you're getting with them, you may want to revisit your standards. Now, a lot of times, and this has happened to me, this has happened to me personally, as I raised my standards, my close friends have said, you know what, I appreciate that. And they raised their standards. And then the people who did not raise their standards, like my pharmaceutical sales rep friend, I'm still friendly with him. But there's an incongruency between our lifestyles that just isn't going to match. So I either have to match his, raise mine, or just be friendly. And that's where we are. And that's what happens. And we ever grow out of their friendships? And why does that happen? It usually happens because your values and your standards change. Now, in that relationship, I recommend you be the ones with the higher standards. Now, I don't mean getting in your soapbox and be judgmental. I mean literally living through your standards and raising them and getting around people who have those standards, the same standards as you. You want to become more successful? You want to have better relationships? You want to have more money? You want to have a better body? Get around people who are doing it. It's not a secret. It's actually been modeled for a couple hundred years. Some of the greatest people in the world have already figured this out for us. We don't have to figure it out.